I think since the break, I've been really building every weekend. Obviously, the mud race wasn't great, but even Seattle, when Coop and I battled, I feel like I was riding in the right direction. And last weekend helped a lot mentally, but overall, I just feel like during the week I've been riding really well, feeling really like just connected with the bike, and I go off more of feeling than anything than lap time. So just trying to keep getting better, work on technique stuff, try and overall just get better feeling, and yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, I think it's great for the fans, right? I mean, it's great for the sport. It's great for us. It makes it fun. It's what it's all about, right? You don't you train your ass off to be in these situations when you sign up at A1, right? To be in a championship fight towards the end. So, yeah, I think for me, I'm leaning on experience and just been in here doing it with some amazing riders, and now it's with Chase. So it's definitely, I think for the fans, great. If it was me selfishly, I wish I could run away with the thing, but it's not the case.
I think it's fun. Like Coop said, I mean, you train all year to get to yourself this spot, and I mean, I've raced Eli obviously very closely, and then now Cooper in Supercross, and he's very tough. Like they're two completely opposites, but they have their strengths. So it's for me, it's really fun and it's special. I think for me, it makes me better. Each weekend battling him, very strong-minded. So just trying to have fun with it. Honestly, just trying to stay loose and not get too serious. Obviously, I want to win. That's the goal. But I think in the past, I've gotten just too locked down, and I think for me, just being loose and having fun is the name of the game for me. And when I'm having fun riding, that's kind of how I ride. So I'm having fun with it, and like I said, Coop's a great competitor, and it's been fun so far.
I need to blitz whoops if you want to win. That's the bottom line. And I tried there for a little bit, and just I wasn't able to do it right. So we've been working on it, but tonight there was ruts through every single whoop. So it's genuinely impressive what Chase did through there. So yeah, I need to work on that clearly, and I feel like for me that was where he was just night and day better. And early I stayed with him everywhere else, but the whoops he would blow my doors off, and then it was catch up from there. So I feel mentally I'm almost better knowing, hey, I was just in my opinion, I was probably right on par everywhere else, but it was the two sets of whoops that really killed me tonight, and it probably should have been a bigger gap if I'm being honest.
I just had a really good feeling in the whoops. I've hit whoops like that a lot in practice, but at the races they get really gnarly, and I just felt really comfortable all day. Never really had any moments, which is good for the confidence. I feel like one mistake can really throw you off, just for feeling in the whoops, because they're gnarly, and there's really no room for error when they're like that. So it was solid all day, and I was just able to lean on my technique and my talents that I have in the whoops. So it was good, but overall, like I said, I just kind of clicked off fast lap after fast lap, and I became easier and just had a good flow. So it was good.
Yeah, it was honestly really tough to pass, especially when, he was, he would swing out wide and then cut back, and I would think he was going to stay, to the left or whatever, and I'd go right, and then he'd be right there, and then I'd have to miss a section. I did that like probably 3 or 4 laps in a row, and then he would yard me in the whoops one lap, and then I'd be right on his rear wheel, and it was just like I would catch him in the hardest sections to pass, and I would, it would slow me down trying to make the pass and not making it stick. So it was definitely tough. It made my heart rate get up there for sure. I was holding my breath a lot, and then, unfortunately he crashed, and then I wasn't really off the hook. Jay Coop was like right there, and I had a decent flow going about 4 or 5 minutes ago, and then and then I got into lappers and about crashed like 6 or 7 times, and then yeah, it was a tough one for me. That was probably the hardest track I've raced all year.
Yeah, the last 2 races have been pretty bad for me, especially the one in the mud. But my start wasn't that good, and I had to pass a few guys, and then I was being RJ pretty much the whole main event, and the guys were riding good. Seth was fast, and RJ too, and I was just like feel like I couldn't get close enough to make a pass or anything. So track was pretty gnarly, and I think right now the start are pretty important, and I have to make it happen for the next 2 races.
Because I got sick this week, and then doing just a couple laps in the qualifier, I felt pretty good. But the heat race, I knew the main was going to be a pretty long one, just physically. And then, yeah, got off to a good start in the main event. Felt like the heat race, Nate was right in front of me again. I knew I had to make a quick pass. Got him right before the Supercross triple at the end of that long rhythm lane, which was good to get him early. Then he was putting pressure on me those first couple laps. He was riding well tonight. And, yeah, it was from halfway on, I was definitely feeling it physically tonight, but just kind of put my head down and tried to ride smart, consistent laps. The track was really challenging. 2 whoop sections like that were pretty treacherous.
Yeah, for me it was like he made the pass happen that second turn, which was huge because, you know, I was right there. Felt like I got a great start, and I knew he was on the inside. He made it happen right away, and then he separated, you know, us with Nate, and Nate was he was pushing also to go for the lead, and I felt like I lost a little bit of that, you know, toe right there where it was, you know, probably 4 seconds that he got on me, and then he almost had a big one first lap in the whoops. I seen that from coming through. So, yeah. I mean, we all had some type of, you know, way. Yeah. So I had one, you know, probably right about halfway where I was still blitzing and changed my mind after that. So then I went to jump in and, dude, I just could not find I don't even know if there was one, but the first 3 in, there was never like a good pocket where I could 3 off. So I literally was going 3, 2, hope I can hold on, and then just try to get out. Like there was no really plan after that. And then like I started catching him a little bit. He had a couple, you know, mistakes where I was like, okay, like it's time. And then I would replicate the mistakes 2 laps later. So I would just lose it. And it was kind of back and forth. And I mean, yeah, he had a good pace going, and I didn't have the speed to, you know, make it up on him.